think so? What is the cause? What would you have done? Through their attempts to seek answers to these questions, the students eventually learned far more than they imagined possible. Socrates recognized the power of the question and its ability to unlock the solutions to all of life's problems. It is this simple lesson that I want to share with you today. A question is a request for knowledge. The solutions we seek to all of our problems will all be provided if we learn to ask the right questions. Now, in Ghana, we are not raised to ask questions. We are taught to accept whatever the elders or betters tell us without question. They tell us to obey before complain. They say a curious child is an insolent child. And so they teach us not to talk back. This still happens, by the way, because you and I are parents of today, and this is how we were taught by our parents. As a society, we are literally teaching our children not to seek knowledge. In the age where the rest of the world is competing for supremacy through the acquisition and sharing of information, we are depriving our future generations of the one tool that will make them competitive, the culture of curiosity. It was curiosity that got man onto the moon. It was curiosity that that brought us electricity. Curiosity led to the discovery and invention of aircraft, antibiotics, gravity, the telephone, the automobile, the internet, and all the other amazing things that have changed the world and evolved us in a way in which we do things. Now, while all of this is going on, we in this part of the world have been teaching our children not to speak unless they are spoken to. Well, here's a question. Why? Because it's rude? Even as adults, we subject each other to the same handicaps. When I ask tough questions of our leaders, I'm told by some that I don't respect. We're okay with their incompetence, with their inefficiency and insensitivity to our plight. None of that is disrespectful. But how dare we demand accountability from them? How dare we question them, right? Socrates was one of the smartest men who ever lived. And he said, "As for me, all I know is that I know nothing." Socrates knew nothing, and he was aware of it, which is why he asked questions. We know less than nothing, but we are not aware that we are clueless because we don't ask questions. Every wrong turn in our country has been made because of the failure to ask the right questions. So, my dear friend, most of us are either parents or potential parents. Either way, it's probably too late to change ourselves. But please, let's not infect our children with our fatal knowledge allergy. Let's give them a fighting chance to compete in the future world. Let's allow them to develop a healthy curiosity and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. That is real power, and they're going to need it. My name is Kojo Yankson, and all of life's solutions are just a question away. So let's show a little more curiosity, because what killed the cat can cure a country. Good morning, Ghana.
Joy in the morning, yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, and myjoyonline.com. We're also live in all 16 regions of Ghana on X Spaces and on Facebook. Coming up, the minority, including leader Fenyo Markin, scheduled to testify on the appointment committee chaos probe, but will they show up? We have details of that coming up.
In widely broadcast media interviews, Honorable Bembedra made prejudicial statements alleging that the minority leader was actively conspiring to derail the committee's work.
Also coming up, national security seizes US dollars, gold bars and counterfeit currency in a warehouse raid. We have details of that. Also coming up, passengers carrying plastic bottles or bags will be denied access to airports, while supermarkets will face sanctions if they provide plastic bags to shoppers under new rules set to be introduced by the Environmental Protection Agency Authority.
We force them to use paper bags instead of plastic bags. So in the former areas like the airport, you can't get through Kotoka Airport with a plastic.
Well, we have more on that as a new study finds microplastics in the liver, placenta, blood and testicles in business.
Visiting IMF team to begin engagements with the government on the economy and the 2025 budget beginning today. We've got details coming up on the Joy Business Report.
I am Amir Sinyamiche Thompson. Please stay. The minority leader Alexander Fenyo Markin and a host of NPP MPs are scheduled to appear before the ad hoc committee probing the chaos at the appointments committee. The committee held 2 public hearings and had testimony from NDC MPs and some parliamentary service staff. The MPP side initially refused to participate. Will they show up this morning? Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kweku Asante reports.
On the first day of its public hearings last Wednesday, one of the 2 NPP MPs on the committee, Kwame Anyimadu, was present and posed questions to a number of witnesses before the minority leader Alexander Fenyo Markin is said to have asked him to withdraw and further barred other NPP MPs from testifying.
We're told when he came back, he said the leader asked him to recuse himself and not to be part of the meeting again. We had one of the witnesses from the other side who was coming, and later on sent a text message that he will not come again because his leader said he should not come.
This led to an abrupt suspension of proceedings. Last week Friday, the committee reconvened with the expectation that the NPP MPs will resume their duties on the committee and those invited to testify will show up. But that was not the case, with the caucus accusing the chairman of bias and demanding his removal as chair.
In widely broadcast media interviews, Honorable Bembedra made prejudicial statements alleging that the minority leader was actively conspiring to derail the committee's work.
With the committee expected to resume hearings this morning, up to a dozen NPP MPs are expected to testify, including minority leader Alexander Fenyo Markin and his chief whip Frank Anodompre, who some NDC MPs have testified and instigated the chaos at the committee. The expectation is that they will not show up following their decision to boycott until the chairman of the committee, Yumano Kwesibedra, who they accuse of bias, is replaced. So will they show up or not? Time will tell. But the chairman of the committee, Yumano Kwesibedra, is adamant that their absence will not affect the committee's work. Reporting for Joy News, Kweku Asante.
National security has seized an unspecified amount of US dollars and Ghana cedis, including counterfeit notes and gold bars concealed in 12 20-foot shipping containers. The containers were traced to a warehouse in Sapeiman, Gasalt municipality, where special operation was launched following a tip-off. The following report has more.
During the operation, additional boxes opened in the warehouse revealed more cash concealed in compartments barricaded with plywood and sealed with charcoal. According to national security operatives, 2 containers remain on the loose, but state security trackers are actively pursuing them. Meanwhile, a manhunt is underway for 4 suspects, including a ringleader known only as Al-Haji. The warehouse search uncovered even more shocking finds, including boxes of metals suspected to be gold bars, counterfeit Ghana cedi notes in 50 cedis and 100 cedis denominations, as well as fake Ghana army uniforms and boots.
President John Mahama has called on the Chinese investor community to collaborate with Ghana to establish mutually beneficial economic opportunities, stressing that the country is once again open for business and is ready for partnerships that will ensure sustainable development. He spoke at the Chinese Lantern Festival celebration at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
The Chinese community here has contributed significantly
to our economy, particularly in areas such as construction, manufacturing, agriculture, mining, and trade. And likewise, Ghanaian businesses continue to explore opportunities in China, thereby strengthening the economic ties between our two nations. As I said in my inaugural address, Ghana is open for business again, and I invite our comrades, Chinese investor community, to look at the opportunities Ghana has to offer, and let's create a win-win situation for our two people.
The Environmental Protection Authority says it will soon begin the enforcement of the ban on plastics use, starting from the supermarket and the airports. Under the new rules, airline passengers will not be allowed access to the airports if they even hold water stored in plastic bottles. We'll hear from the EPA board shortly. First, a study revealing that microplastics from plastic bags, bottles and synthetic clothing are now in blood and testicles and even in the liver. Yes, more in this report.
The study found a rising trend in micro and nanoplastics in brain tissue from dozens of postmortems carried out between 1997 and 2024. The researchers also found the tiny particles in liver and kidney samples. They have also been found in blood, semen, breast milk, placentas, and bone marrow. The impact on human health is largely unknown, but they have been linked to strokes and heart attacks. The most common plastics found was polythene, which is used in plastic bags and food and drink packaging. It made up 75% of the total waste on average. Plastic use, especially for cups, plates, and other forms of packaging, is significantly high, predisposing almost every Ghanaian to the dangers discovered by the researchers.
Now, Acting Chief Executive of the EPA, Professor Nanama Kluche, shares plan to ban plastic with my colleague Suti Abochi for our upcoming show, Women, Power and Politics.
We can go paper bags, and EPA is going to implement this. Soon you'll start seeing more paper bags. We'll do it small. We'll start small. We don't want any uproar in the country, and so we'll start small with the supermarkets. When we go to regulate them as EPA, we enforce them to use, or we force them to use paper bags instead of plastic bags, and we will find ways of doing that already.
Okay.
We can do so in the former areas like the airport. You can't get through Kotoka Airport with a plastic. No plastic bottle.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, no plastic bottle, no plastic bags. You can't go through the airport with plastic. This is implemented in Kigali Airport, I know for sure. So we can start small and then move it slowly into the informal sector.
The Ghana Education Service has interdicted the headmaster of Pina Senior High School, Adams Mahama Ishaku, in the Upper West region. This follows an ongoing investigation into food items found in his official pickup truck while traveling from Pina Senior High School to Wa on February 6, 2025. A February 7 letter from the Upper West Regional GS Director, Razak Abdul Kora, directed Mr. Ishaku to hand over all official duties. Here are excerpts of that statement.
By the directive of the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, you are interdicted with immediate effect pending the outcome of a full-scale investigation into a case in which food items were found in your official pickup on your way from Pina Senior High School to Wa on Thursday, February 6, 2025. Kindly note that this directive is a procedural requirement and does not constitute presumption of guilt.
Now, expect to get more value for your internet data bundle subscription before the end of the year. That's the assurance from Communications Minister Sam George. He said he's already in talks with the telecommunication companies and will in the coming days constitute an interministerial committee to make this promise a reality.
Within the next 14 days, we'll be setting up a committee, an interministerial committee, to look at the cost of data. And again, at my vetting, I said that it is my fervent belief that before the end of this year, we should see some movements in the data offerings. Now, let's be very clear. I've said that there are two models here. You can either have a reduction in prices of data or an increase in value offerings. So you could be paying 100 cedis today, that gives you 100 gig. Do we want to make the 100 gig 75 cedis? Or do we want to maintain the 100 gig but make the telco offer you 150 gig for the 100 cedis? Whichever ways, you get more value. So we're going to look at those models.
Sam George on News File, and that's how we end this morning's bulletin. I am Amazing Amateur Thompson. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ah, go me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind said be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Are you a female entrepreneur, young business owner, agribusiness, fintech, or agri-tech venture? This one's for you. We see your need for funding for your business, and we believe that your story matters. So in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, ABSA is offering you collateral-free loans of up to 1 million Ghana cedis at 10% interest rate per annum. We've already pumped over 1.3 billion cedis into over 6,000 businesses. Yours is next. Visit our SME project office, your nearest ABSA branch, or head to absa.com.gh. Your story matters. ABSA.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier Provident Fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Brush your teeth every day and night, up and down and all around. Brush the clean and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between, brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger teeth.
This advert is FDA approved.
We've got what you need for your business and family. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank is for all. We are not just another bank. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank. Not just another bank.
How secured are you? Let me ask you again. How secured are you? Say yes loud with confidence when you are protected by Millennium Insurance, because it gives you great reliability and comfort. Sign on any of our products today, be it motor, fire, burglary, accidents, travels, bonds, liabilities, engineering, marine and aviation insurance. Visit our offices in Accra, Northridge, Tema, Kumasi, Koforidua, Takrady, or any of our 30 agents nationwide. nationwide. Call 0302 766 631 or 0504 394 997.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
What's your dream this year? To pull up in a brand new 4-wheel ride? Or you want to travel? Where? Sentosa Island in Singapore? Or Desert Safari in Dubai? Or you want a laptop, microwave, brand new phone, TV? Chale, what you want, you can get with SG Ghana. Minya Ubecha 7Y. Join the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo and you could win the grand prize of a brand new Toyota RAV4. Simply deposit 500 Ghana cedis or multiples of it into your SG Ghana account from now till 30th May 2025. Non-customers can open an account to participate. Visit your nearest branch or call 0302-214-314 for further inquiries. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
I used to hate maths, Akbafu. By the way, good morning. How are you?
Well, I also did hate.
I used to hate maths.
Yeah.
But one aspect of mathematics that my mind seemed to be quite comfortable with was statistics. Because there's always a story behind it, right? I love stories.
Yeah.
So statistics always made sense to me. There are certain things that statistically are impossible.
Okay.
It is statistically impossible that on the arrival of a new government, every single holder of a public office at the time the new government arrives is actually doing a bad job. It is statistically impossible that at the time, let's use our current example, at the time John Mahama became president, every single person holding every single public office was doing a bad job. It is statistically impossible.
And so that's why I was asking the question, before we came on the air, if these appointments are supposed to be political, because it gives a sense that once a political party takes office, setting
so why
positions,
are you replacing everyone?
Yeah.
Why is it that at any given time, only half of the country can work for government? Only the half that supports your party can work for government at any given time.
And this is just not an NDC thing. If MPP should win in the future, they'll do the same thing.
They'll do the same thing.
Cycle that
they did. You remember?
Yeah.
President Akufo-Addo appointed a public relations officer. The president appointed a public relations officer. And you see, when you do that, who is his boss? The president sent him there.
Yeah.
So is the CEO his boss?
Nope.
The CEO was appointed by the same president who appointed him.
That's true.
So who is, and why is it even necessary? Why must the public relations officer of Ghana Gas be a presidential appointee? Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it.
And it's not, I don't know if it's always the case that they can do it or is a reward for
well, when I say they can, I mean legally they can.
Yeah, but I'm also raising questions about competence as well, because it all seems as though these people are put there because of a reward for being loyal or something of the sort.
So exactly. And if it is a reward, then will you break your back for a reward? A reward is something that should reward you.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Yeah. So if you have received the reward for work you've already done, will you keep doing work? That's your reward. So look, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you this. If at any given time we can only access half of the competent people in this country, and we keep swapping them, we'll never develop.
Could it also be an issue of mistrust where you feel, well, this
sense?
person who is the MD of this company is affiliated to this political party, and so I don't think that I can trust him to work in my interest.
But are people not employed to do a particular job? Are they not measured against their success in that job?
Especially,
so if you come and meet someone running Bank of Ghana,
if the person was appointed by
your
the political,
predecessor,
yeah,
right? Isn't it the work he's doing that you must assess? Isn't that the point? I mean,
I can't trust
the
him.
idea is, what do you mean you can't trust him?
I can't trust him.
Can you not see whether he's working or not?
Will he be working in my interest?
But if he doesn't work in your interest, are there no remedies? Who is his boss?
The president.
Yeah. So if someone is not doing the job you expect him to do, are there no remedies? But this idea of sacking him before you even assess his work, what's that?
Well, how do we get around this? I mean, is there a way we can get around this and ensure that people...
I hope we figure something out today.
Stay in office no matter which political party is...
And you see, it's not even about whether they stay in office or not. It's just about, look,
assessing their competence.
Can we harness the best of us?
Yes.
Forget about how they vote and just focus on how they work. Can we harness the best of us to run these institutions? Can we? Look, John Mahama, before he left in 2017, appointed Dominic... why do I keep saying Dominic? Daniel Domelevo as Auditor General.
Competent man.
You see what happened? For the time that he was not removed, you see what he did. But what did Akufo-Addo do about it? What did he do?
There's a lot of politics at play, and so I think that at the end of the day, it's the politics that wins.
Anyway. All right, listen, let's get to it. The 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. And Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Now for the Joy Business Report. And that comes to you thanks to Omnibisic Bank, not just another bank, and Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, President John Mahama likely to nominate a new first deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana this week, as second deputy Elsie Adowaji takes early retirement. Also coming up, visiting IMF team to begin engagements with government on the economy and the 2025 budget from today. Also, KPMG Customer Experience Survey shows 38% of retail consumers feel finances worsened in 2024. Details coming up. Thanks for joining us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidon KTU Radio. The visiting IMF team will today begin a series of meetings with government officials on the economy and the 2025 budget. George Afe has more on the areas the team will cover during this visit.
The team should be in town for about 5 days, with issues about the economy dominating discussions. They'll also be trying to get some clarity over how government intends to fill the revenue hole, following proposals to remove some taxes like the e-levy, betting tax, and COVID-19, which is expected to result in government losing more than 10 billion Ghana cedis every year. Again, what should be the way forward when it comes to dealing with the energy sector challenges, especially when it comes to reducing the more than $2 billion debt? The IMF is worried about this development because of its impact on the overall debt stock of the country and the IMF program going forward. This visit should also help the IMF bring some finality with proposals by government to extend the fund program. The IMF also wants to use this visit to ensure that whatever that is captured in the 2025 budget is in line with the broader IMF program for the country.
George, I feel with that report now, the IMF has revealed that it is yet to establish the impact of USAID shutdown on developing countries. The fund says that completing their assessment could impact support for countries like Ghana. Julie Kozak is Director of Communications at the IMF. She has been speaking at a news conference in Washington, D.C.
We are closely following the announcement developments regarding USAID. At this stage, it's too early to gauge the precise impact on the countries that it supports. We'll wait for clarity on next steps, including any changes to the scope of the work of USAID.
Julie Kozak there, Director of Communications at the IMF, speaking at a news conference in Washington, D.C., USA. Now, President John Mahama is likely to nominate a new first Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana this week, following the second Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Elsie Aduawaji's decision to take early retirement effective February 28th this year. We have more in the following report.
This is what we have picked up from persons with knowledge about the operations of the Bank of Ghana and happenings at the presidency. The appointment of this first deputy governor could secure the blessings of the Council of State soon in the coming days. This is because there are strong indications the Council of State could begin work immediately after the elections this week. It could also pave the way for Dr. Johnson Isiami's nomination to be approved as well. Sources say President John Mahama could name someone from the Bank of Ghana as the new first deputy governor. The second deputy governor, Dr. Elsie Aduawaji, has also announced that she is taking an early retirement from the Bank of Ghana on February 28. Based on the time that she was appointed, her contract should be ending next year. At a meeting with President John Mahama last week, she personally informed the president about this decision. We, however, are not sure for now whether President John Mahama will also nominate a second deputy governor to replace Dr. Elsie Aduawaji.
That was a business desk report. I mentioned the 2025 budget at the top of the bulletin. Well, Finance Minister Dr. Kassala Tuforsen is expected to present the budget to Parliament next month. President John Mahama disclosed this during his thank you tour in the Central Region. The President is, however, hopeful that this could kickstart the process of resetting the economy and creating the required jobs for the youth through the 24-hour economy. Take a listen.
Our vision for Ghana remains clear, and among the commitments we have made are number one, job creation, especially for our young people. We will invest in programs and policies that create jobs for our youth and provides opportunities for our farmers, our entrepreneurs, and our workers. Our 24-hour economy plan is designed to enhance production, productivity, and employment.
President John Mahama, meanwhile, the Finance Ministry and Parliament have already started a series of engagements to get a suitable date for the presentation next month. This should happen before March 31. Now, former Managing Director of SIC Insurance, Hollister Dua-Yentumi, will formally hand over to the new boss of the institution, James Ejenim Boateng, today. Madam Hollister Dua-Yentumi decided to withdraw an earlier application in court last week after an agreement was reached. Now, the engagement today should pave way for James Ejenim Boateng to formally take over as new Managing Director of SIC Insurance. Also today, a former Deputy Minister of Communications, Edward Atusapong, will formally take over as new Managing Director of the Agricultural Development Bank. He secured the board's approval earlier this month, subject to regulatory approval. Mr. Sapon is taking over from Mohamed Tali Yakubu, who resigned last week. Now, one of the major challenges that lie ahead will be how he works to turn around the huge losses posted by the bank last year and the high non-performing loans. Turning to one of our top stories this morning, 38% of Ghanaian retail consumers feel their finances have worsened in the last 1 year. The 2024 West Africa Banking Industry Customer Experience Survey by KPMG showed that rising cost of fuel and essential goods have further squeezed budgets, leaving little room for discretionary spending and long-term financial planning.
In response to the challenges, the report said many Ghanaians are adopting cost-saving strategies such as seeking cheaper alternatives for food and clothing. The financial pressure has also influenced personal decisions, with half of respondents in the retail consumer survey considering immigration to escape lasting economic hardship. When respondents were asked how they intend to adapt to the economic hardship, 36% indicated that they intend to increase their workload to cope with financial pressures, while 29% remain hopeful about starting businesses despite the economic climate.
You're listening to the Joy Business Report. Let's turn to the money market. Demand for treasury bills continue to surge despite declining yields. According to auction results by the Bank of Ghana, the government recorded a 43.85% oversubscription of T-bills. Here's more in this report.
The government got 10.559 billion cedis from the sale of the short-term instrument. It, however, accepted 7.650 billion cedis. A little above 6.1 billion cedis came from the 91-day T-bill. This represented about 58% of the total bid. The Treasury accepted 3.87 billion cedis. For the 182-day bill, 4.419 billion cedis were tendered. By Fed, there were no bids for the 364-day bill. Meanwhile, interest rates declined for the second week running. The yield on the 91-day bill went 40 basis points to 27.98%. That of the 182-day bill also dropped to 28.68% from the previous weeks of 28.89%.
All right, and turning to the stock market, let's find out how your investments will fare this week. Here's Mark Jordan Sikanate.
Shares of ETI led market performance on the stock markets last week, followed by the new gold ETF, GCB Bank, and Total Energies. On the flip side, EcoBank declined to sell at 6 cedis 25 pesos. The gainers pushed up the year-to-date return of the GSE Composite Index, which advanced to 7.3%. However, the Data Bank Stock Index declined slightly with its year-to-date return at 5.84%. The new gold ETF and EcoBank dominated trading activity last week, jointly accounting for 82% of the market turnover. On our outlook for this week, we anticipate gains in ETI and Cowbank, while fan milk decline on slight selling pressures. Reporting for Joy News from Data Bank Research, this is Mark Jordan Sikanate.
Quick update on the markets before we go. Let's begin with the currency market this morning. The dollar going for 16 cedis 15 pesos. That's what the Forex bureaus are offering clients. A British pound going for 19 cedis 55 pesos. The euro also selling at 16 cedis 60 pesos. The commercial banks quoting the dollar at 15 cedis 45 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil trading at $75 a barrel after going down marginally from yesterday's trading. Gold added more than $18 to open trading at $2,879 an ounce. Cocoa lost $14, is selling this morning at $10,113 a ton. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Carl. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Winston and the team. Do stay with us.
Yes, Darryl. Thank you very much for joining us with the latest in the world of business.
Yeah.
I always look at the city's performance against the US dollar. Oh.
Well, same place we were on Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
16.
But it's still quite. It's still a lot of money.
Anyway, we hope and pray for the best.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, thank you very much, Darryl Carr, for joining us with the latest in the world of business. Time now for our inspirational song for today, and there's one from Joe Metal and MOG Music. Ahonding Fufu.
Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah, if you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy.
need to make the point here. Enyan Okokodo. Yeah.
No longer Mankesim.
Near Mankesim.
A suburb on the outskirts of Mankesim.
Yes. So I don't get into trouble for not saying it near Mankesim. Oh well.
I like the fact that you come from two places.
Yes.
It's what I always wish for everybody. No, I like the fact.
So if one place rejects you, then you go to the other place and say, "Oh, my people."
Yes, when you come from different places.
Yes.
Lay claim to this one. To the
Yes.
Go to different places.
Yes, the IGP lays claims to like 4 places anyway.
Fine.
Yeah.
Because your paternal grandfather could be from one place. Paternal grandmother could be from another place.
True.
Your maternal grandfather could be from
another
place.
yes.
Place. So you can lay claim to all of them.
You know, that is a unique thing about our culture. We don't actually realize, especially because we don't really pay attention to how other people do things. But it's unique that in this country we trace where we come from to where our parents or grandparents come from. But in other parts of the world, where they come from is where they grew up.
Or where you were born.
Or where they were born, right? It's interesting.
It was strange. The Bush brothers, one is contesting in Texas, the other in some other camp, other place.
Florida,
yes. People I'm confused. It's about these people. Are they still brothers? They have different mothers.
yeah, fascinating, right? Anyway, shall we get on with it?
Yes, and let's begin with the Drive Safe campaign. It's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial General Assurance, Solid Protection. In fact, this morning, I want us to go through some of the duties of a driver in case of an accident. I mean, this section refers to accidents in which personal injury occurs to anyone other than the driver of the vehicle. Attend to injured persons, if any, where needed. Arrange for the movement of the injured persons to a hospital or call the National Accident Emergency Line. 192. 192. National Accident Emergency Line. Make a formal report to the police, which people don't do at all. Give a statement to the police. The police will visit the accident scene for measurements and on the spot enquiries. It is not your responsibility to make indirect arrangements when an accident has happened. You understand what I'm trying to say? Gentleman's agreement, then Winston and Co. say, okay, let's sort it out here and let's deal with the matter. There are other things. Reporting it is needed so that if for nothing at all, it's put on record as an incident happening within this space at this time, especially when injured persons are involved. So it's key that you know the regulations concerning when an accident happens on the road. That report to the police is important. The response, accurate response of the police is also important. Hopefully they come in. But more importantly, the National Emergency Response, that's Accident Response 192, should also come in so that they can attend to the people first. Hopefully an ambulance will be available. From our conversations from last week, the likelihood that an ambulance will be available is very low, but hopefully an ambulance will be available to deal with and we also learned last week that early response is crucial to the survival of the injured. So absolutely necessary that early response is done. Well, so that's the Drive Safe tip.
Let's learn how to say it right. Now brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Why don't we revisit some commonly mispronounced words? Now, this one always baffles me. As usual, I'll spell it first. College. Now, this should be an easy one, right? College. But let me ask, how many times have you heard people say college? Is it not baffling, though? I mean, there is no A in college. So where are they getting the R sound from? It's college, not college. Now, the word college comes from the Latin word collegium, which means community or guild. Now, there are two original Latin words at play here. Com, which means with, and lege, which means to choose or gather. So you could say that the word college is the Englishman's attempt to describe a group of people who choose to gather in the pursuit of one goal.
In the case of the modern definition, that goal is knowledge, not knowledge. So now you have the knowledge. It's college, not college, never college. That is sacrilege.
Now, college, so that.
Kojo, how do you pronounce?
No, the bar for the college. It is for the you know, it is for the the people who speak the English with a star. No, yeah.
So, Kojo, how do you pronounce FORT?
Fort.
EFFORT.
Effort.
You see.
But you must understand
no,
that.
I'm making a point.
Now listen to the point.
So the problem is what you call overgeneralization. So people see, okay, FORT is fort. Then there's effort. So the vowel 12 here instead of say a vowel 5. So the confusion is that, okay, once I see FORT as fort, I transfer it here effort. They pronounce it simple.
So
now, that man is seeing CO in some instances as in for instance come.
Not come.
So he sees it and says, SSS had a college. I mean, a college. But that's where we say that, you see, every word and how it's pronounced. Every word and how it's pronounced.
Okay.
And so...
And the rules are intricate, you see. Yeah. So sometimes if a vowel is followed by a particular consonant, you pronounce it differently. Or if it... You understand? There are rules that are intricate and not general.
Okay.
You see, and that's the point Winston is making, that we overgeneralize.
This advice, you have to give it to you and your friends.
Me and my friends.
Yes.
Do you mean the local envoys?
Yeah.
The country reps?
Yeah, can you get that? Yeah.
The country managers?
Yes. It is
those who are here.
It's the buggers, but
those who are here, but
internal buggers
from there.
Yes. Yes, they are the ones who have been doing these things, we've been saying college for God knows how long.
Now for some time, then becomes. I remember when we went to secondary school. Then meet me in the Kana.
Yes. Special one.
What did you say?
Kana.
Yeah. And it was all an attempt to sound elitist.
Like their people.
Yeah, Ghana for you.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
All right, let's get into the news review. It's brought to us by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and Access Bank, more than banking.
Now, the Daily Graphic is reporting this morning, don't travel first class. President Mahama instructs appointees. Then some people are asking, but is business okay?
But this first class thing, I have seen in the past administration, I've seen ministers traveling on business class. So it's not like ministers travel on first class. I've seen ministers travel on business class.
So you're saying it's not policy?
I've also seen letters to the chief of staff seeking permission before ministers travel.
As in the non-essential travel?
Yes, and every time. Well, the letters that I have seen, and in one instance, this minister was actually refused. Okay? He wanted to travel, and the chief of staff says, no, we do not think you can travel around this time.
One of them, I get your point. We reached the point where people traveled, ministers traveled to go and receive fake awards in Dubai. Clearly. Sometimes to go and attend some irrelevant conference they are paid for to give them some award or to make them speak so that they will put it on our TV as something that is an achievement also. Almost as if the external endorsement is far more important than what the people of this country think about our own people. So I think the mentality. There was a time he was charged for spending an extra day of his travel outside England. Boris Johnson as, what they call it, Prime Minister. Extra day. They then considered that as irrelevant travel, that he shouldn't have stayed, then actually charged him for it. I'm looking forward to the time where the same thing will be applied to us, because this is the people's resources, especially our own is very limited, extremely limited.
Exactly.
So it should be treated that way.
So this is not, this is not really anything new, because ministers can, but even then, Why? Some of the travels, as you've made the point, a lot of the travels may be unnecessary.
They are per diem related travels.
Oh, yes. So,
and it should not be limited to only the ministers. He, the executive president, too.
Yeah.
We're not expecting him to be just going to every single event that's available in the world. Or whichever one he gets invited to.
It's one of the things
without showing proof to the Ghanaian people what the impact will be on us.
It's one of the things we as the media question the least. The relevance of travel. It doesn't come up that often. Sometimes it does. It depends on the circumstances. But it's the sort of thing that we ought to ask. It's the sort of question we ought to ask every time. President is going to Angola. Why? What's he going there to do? What's he bringing back? What is the value of this trip to us? Is it worth the kerosene that we are putting in the aircraft? Like, we should ask these questions. Okay? Now, look, this first class thing.
They put kerosene in aircraft now.
Yes. This first class thing, this first class question, didn't it come up when Akufo-Addo became president?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a ban on first class travel at that time too? How long did it last? If it has to be banned again?
Maybe this reminder to the new government. That's what I'm saying, that from my checks, ministers, I've seen a lot of ministers traveling on business class. They travel on business class. The directors will travel on economy, but the ministers travel on business class. If the president decides to use, if he's not renting an aircraft, he will travel on a first class. But that's what I'm saying. So
who is the ban for?
That's why I make the point.
It must mean that they do it, even though maybe they're not supposed to.
I make the point that this is not something new, because from my checks, the ministers, from the documents I have seen, they were traveling business class. Okay.
All right then.
But you see, the other thing you talked about something. You see, a lot of ministries and state agencies have a budget for travels and conferences and all of that. And it will be important to focus on that. There was a time I asked the NHIA CEO, former, that's Dr. Abajida Costa. I asked him, because he was talking about how they are investing some millions of Ghana cedis in giving free dialysis care, and it's just for a pilot, the challenge. And I said, how much is your conferencing budget? He said, why are you asking that? And I said, I just want to make a simple point. That look, if you look at it critically, a lot of the conferences you attend may not be necessary. And that budget could go into supporting persons on dialysis. It's that simple. And we need to take a second look at all of these things. Anyway, we'll talk about it later on.
Now, 2025 National Chocolate Week launched. That's also on the front page. AG terminates 3 more cases, and massive gold cash bust. National security seizes millions. Suspects flee. So national security has made a massive bust, seizing a large unspecified amount of US dollars and Ghana cedis, including counterfeits hidden in 12 different 20-foot shipping containers. The operation also discovered and led to the seizure of boxes of heavy metal suspected to be gold bars. The containers were tracked to a warehouse at Ofankor in the South municipality, where a special late-night operation was conducted after a tip-off. The concealed currency, mostly bundles of US dollars, was found in wooden boxes covered with cement. And this is all over social media anyway. Extra currencies were discovered when other boxes were opened in the warehouse during the sting operation. All of them suspected to be fake and stashed in the boxes that were sealed with plywood and covered with charcoal. National security operatives involved in the operation disclosed that 2 more containers were being tracked. All those suspects of the crime and the syndicate are on the run. A manhunt is underway for 4 of them, including the suspected ringleader, known for now as Alaji. That's a very perfect way to know somebody. That's like almost 1 million people in this country. A source which sees with inside knowledge about the issue told the Daily Graphic. So that's the biggest story on the front page of the Daily Graphic here.
I wonder, is it normal for national security to grant interviews to the press?
No, they didn't say national security has granted.
They said according to national security. Oh, okay, so it's a source, right?
In fact, this one's with inside knowledge about the issue.
All right, so it's a source, right? But you know there was video of the raid.
It came out somewhere.
Yeah, so the...
Oh, but at some point, we even had a national security minister.
Wanting
we
to...
spoke to
the national security minister had made attempts to, open up the national security. Well, I'm sure for those who led the operation, they believed it was important for us to know what could be happening in this country. And I think it's important we get to know.
Do you believe that the only name they have is Alaji?
Yes, that's what they say.
Do you believe that? How did they trace these containers without any names except Alaji?
Do you have any information you want to share?
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking a few questions. That's my job, isn't it?
Okay.
So I'm asking some questions.
Okay, so before we move on, page 48, disciplinary sanctions against some members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. Yes, they are there. There are about 3 or so names, including an institution. If you want to know whether your name is on the list, page 48 of the Daily Graphic.
Okay, let's go to the Business and Financial Times. It says the Ghana Stock Exchange and the Ghana Securities Industry Association push for capital market reforms. It's here. Old Mutual taps Roy Punungwe as GCEO to drive growth and innovation. And then petroleum revenue drops by 62.63% in the second half of 2024. So we're told that domestic petroleum revenue fell 62.63% in the second half of 2024, with receipts totaling $517 million, down from the $840 million in the first half of the year, according to the Bank of Ghana Petroleum Funds report. And we're told that total annual revenue reached approximately $1.3 billion, and the report covering the period up to December 31, 2024 attributed $369 million to 5 crude oil liftings from the Jubilee, 10 and Sankofa Jinyame fields between July and October. Additional inflows included $144 million in corporate taxes from sector players, $74,000 in surface rental fee from Planet One Oil and gas, and $3.6 million in accrued interest from petroleum holding funds. And so that's it, basically, mainly. But back page says President Mahama meets ENI CEO, Italian firm keen to increase investment, and Vice President to grace 10th Ghana Women of Excellence Awards. I'm sure we can go for the online news review then.
Yep, and it's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, and Goyle, Good Energy Goyle, Yanara, Yendia.
So pay your school fees and residential fees with Zenith Bank. It's stress-free. Students of KNUST, University of Ghana, UDS, University of Education, Winneba UMAT, Ola College of Education, beg your pardon, and Akosombo International School, Eko Ramza, and many others, or their guardians can visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide or use the school's designated merchant codes to pay their fees and residential fees for students. With Zenith Bank, fee payments are fast, easy, and processed in real time. For the full list of the schools, visit zenithbank.com.gh or call Zenith Direct on 0302-680-884 or 0542-000-111 for assistance. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Now, Good Energy brings you Gold Super XP. This is the ideal choice for most vehicles. It is flowing at many Gold stations across the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits available to you. Gold Super XP is quality, and it gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Gold Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine and makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel. And it's suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Gold stations with a Gold Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Gold Super XP will failure. Ube feely Gold Good Energy. Janaya there.
Okay, on myjournalline.com this morning, Mahama vows swift action to address pupils' dangerous river crossing to access education. This has been happening across some of the less accessible parts of the country for some time now. And then that story about the national security seizure is there, 12 containers. Also, Ghana taking proactive steps to overcome economic challenges, and that's the president saying so. All right, citynewsroom.com this morning. Probably not. Okay, let's sorry, there we are. Okay, we're working hard to address Ghana's economic challenges. That's also from the president. And on CNN this morning, it's a U.S. ally reconsidering aid to a strategic Pacific nation. Will China move in?
China aid.
Yeah. China aid.
China aid.
Aid BIA aid.
China aid.
Okay.
Yes. Now that the big boy is looking internally, others must take center stage.
Indeed. So we'll see how that goes for China. Every calamity is an opportunity for someone. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get on with the BBC News, brought to us this morning by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual. 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. GOIL brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in GOIL stations nationwide. GOIL Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. GOIL Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with GOIL Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who be feel? Good energy. Joy
Thinking Ukraine's cities.
Ukraine, the Architect's Plan. Sunday at 14 GMT. At 8:30 GMT, Business Daily.
China and notably Russia have threatened to sabotage undersea cables, which are the backbone of the internet. Governments hostile to the West are threatening to destabilize the global economy amid uncertainty about protecting the infrastructure.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello, you're with Newsday on the BBC World Service with Victoria Wahunda and Rob Young.
Coming up, US President Donald Trump promises more trade tariffs, this time on all steel and aluminium imports.
Also ahead, Ecuador will choose its next president in a runoff in April after the incumbent, Daniel Noboa, and his closest challenger, Luisa Gonzalez, received nearly the same number of votes. We'll speak to our correspondent in Quito.
We'll also hear why 3 Baltic nations have disconnected their electricity systems from Russia.
And how should we regulate artificial intelligence? That is a key question facing global leaders and technology bosses at a global summit which kicks off in Paris today. We'll get the views from Amazon, one of the companies investing billions of dollars in AI tools.
Business and sport too, but first the very latest BBC World News.
Hello, I'm Roisin Hastie with the BBC News. President Trump said he would announce further tariffs on America's trading partners in the coming days, including on all steel and aluminium imports. He was speaking to reporters on Air Force One.
We'll also be announcing steel tariffs on Monday. Any steel coming into the United States is going to have a 25% tariff. Aluminum too, 25%.
Meanwhile, China has imposed retaliatory tariffs on $14 billion worth of US exports in response to President Trump's decision to levy an additional 10% charge on Chinese goods. President Trump has also doubled down on his plan to take control of Gaza, despite the global outrage the proposal has caused. He said he was committed to buying and owning Gaza and making sure Hamas doesn't come back. The president said he would make sure Palestinians could live in harmony and peace. Melanie Thomas reports from Washington.
President Trump said he wanted other Middle Eastern countries to be involved in developing parts of it and promised beautiful sites for the Palestinians to live in. The proposal has already been widely condemned as flying in the face of international law. Arab nations have made clear they won't accept the displacement of Gaza's population. Asked about their opposition, Mr. Trump said that was because they hadn't spoken to him about it yet.
Ecuador's presidential election will go to a runoff in April after the first round failed to produce an outright winner. The incumbent centre-right candidate Daniel Noboa and his main left-wing challenger Luisa González received nearly identical shares of the vote. Ione Wells is in the capital, Quito.
It's interesting sort of hearing people's reaction this evening to that result. Some of Noboa's supporters who I spoke to said that they feel fairly optimistic if it goes to a second round. They think that some of the people who voted for other smaller parties might switch and decide to back the incumbent president. Similarly, though, there are some people who supported Luisa González who think this gives her campaign a new degree of momentum. I did speak to some people, though, who didn't particularly like either candidate and are frustrated at the fact this will now go to a runoff between those two and they will have to pick the least worst option now.
The Colombian President Gustavo Petro has called on his ministers and other senior officials to resign so he can form a new cabinet. It comes days after a chaotic televised meeting during which ministers criticised some of the president's recent appointments. Colombian politics have been convulsed by a scandal known as Nannygate, involving allegations of wiretapping and illicit campaign financing. Kosovo's Prime Minister Albin Kurti is claiming victory in the general election, saying he's confident of forming a new government. But unlike the last time, he'll not be able to govern alone, and Mr. Kurti and other Kosovan party leaders have made it clear they're unwilling to work together. World News from the BBC. Blocked sewers at the Australian venue where the Canadian singer Bryan Adams was due to perform have forced him to postpone his concert. The Water Authority said a fatberg of congealed grease and personal hygiene products led to an overflow of wastewater onto a nearby road. Fans queuing for hours were turned away. A two-day global summit about artificial intelligence opens in Paris today, uniting world leaders, tech executives and academics to examine its impact on society and governance. Zoe Kleinman reports.
Tuesday will see world leaders, including US Vice President J.D. Vance and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, hold talks within the walls of the ornate Grand Palais. Elon Musk is not on the guest list, but that doesn't mean he won't decide to come. DeepSeek founder Liang Wenfeng is also unconfirmed. At preview events held on Sunday, it was clear there was tension between countries vying for pole position in the AI race, as much as they're trying to collaborate over its regulation. China's former foreign minister clashed with Canada's AI godfather, Professor Yoshua Bengio, and India's former IT minister accused Europe of thinking innovation, trust and safety could not coexist.
The Philadelphia Eagles have demolished the Kansas City Chiefs, soaring to a 40-22 victory in the Super Bowl, the premier event in American football. The Eagles avenged their defeat to the Chiefs 2 years ago, shattering their opponent's dream of clinching a historic hat-trick. The body of the late Prince Aga Khan has been laid to rest at a private ceremony in Egypt a day after his funeral in Portugal. The spiritual head of the world's Ismaili Muslims was buried near his grandparents in Aswan. The prince died last week, aged 88, and is succeeded by his son, Rahim al-Husseini. That's the latest BBC News.
With you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Ago Ghana!
Danwell Insurance is rewarding you from now until March. Switch to Danwell for exceptional service and prompt claims payment, and win rewards like fuel coupons, microfiber dusters, and more. Loyal customers, we've got you too. Renew your policy and enjoy these exciting rewards, because staying with Danwell pays. Let's keep you protected, rewarded, and smiling. Visit any Danwell office, talk to your agent or broker, or call 0242 439 488 or 0302 763 065 for your policy. So switch to Danwell Insurance now. Terms and conditions apply.
Danwell Insurance. If it must be done, it must be done well.
What if we told you that your next adventure is just a tap away? That's right. With Republic Bank Visa Credit Card, it's your time to win a staycation at some of Ghana's luxury beach resorts, 5-course dinner, a full-day spa service, or the ultimate, an all-expense-paid trip to Dubai, the city of gold. Every tap brings you closer to winning in the Tap Win and Fly with Republic Bank promo. Whether it's Infinite, Adishi, or Classic Credit Card, just keep tapping to win. New customers are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
I found a partner.
Hey, Kofi, come and listen. It's the Asempa Moto promo from Imperial General. Our solid protection.
Oh, yes. For us, we will just renew our existing policy and bingo! We get our instant rewards. And now, Imperial has even made it simple for you to renew your policy. Click on the link in the renewal notification from Imperial, and your policy is done. Just sign up for a motor insurance policy with Imperial and pick up your instant rewards such as fuel coupons, airtime, gift vouchers, special souvenirs, and many more. Again, your motor insurance policy will give you an automatic 1-year life insurance. It's that simple. Just come insure your car and you are done. This promo runs till 30th April 2025. Talk to your broker, agent, or call us on 0577 667 436 for further details. You can also follow us on all our socials. T&Cs apply. Imperial General Assurance. Solid protection.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of a Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Joy in the morning. Yeah, if you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
by Shatawale. Looks like he and DJ Ubeti are friends again.
Yes, but he says this is a new one.
Joe Lesse.
The people are saying that thing, no? Maybe you have to give it some time. It has to grow on us.
Okay.
Yeah, give it time. Some time. It has to grow on us. How you go do
boy.
Anyway, it is not on God. No. This one is not on God. On God is super.
Who is it on?
We are not sure.
Oh boy. All right. Listen, today on the Super Morning Show, this thing comes up every 8 years, right? Why is it that at any given time we only have access to half of the competent people to run institutions and to hold positions in this country? Now, we're not talking about ministers. We're not talking about that. I think it's quite obvious that any president would have to put his people at ministries so that his political vision can be actualized. But then when you go beyond that, when you go to those who are running the state-owned enterprises, does it not then become a simple matter of performance? Is it not just a simple matter of who can do a good job, who can make more money, who can maximize the resource, who can work better towards the KPIs? Is it still a matter of who voted for you? As people say, okay, well, but on the other side, I mean, why would a president want to work with people he can't trust? But if that's the case, then he should sack everyone, every government employee, because they are all working in the same government, are they not? He should sack and sack directors. In fact, chief director, he should sack everybody.
Of course, same extent to even your civil servants and all of the other ones. If
headmasters should all be replaced.
Because ideally, the civil servants are supposed to be, in the Weberian sense, people who can work with any government that's in place. They are not partisan in any form. They are just almost like robots. So when you come in, we deal with you, regardless. But we know that the history has shown that it's not always the case. In fact, it took a court case to stop some of them from even contesting positions and other things related to that. There are arguments that have been advanced that you have given me 4 years, Kojo. Who I decide to put where to achieve the purpose should not be your biggest concern. And at the end of the day, the end justifies the means. That argument, there is also another argument on the other side that says, but it is okay, nobody's saying you cannot even replace, because maybe a previous government has just put in cronies in some elements who are not delivering. You get what I'm trying to say? So there's nothing wrong with correcting those ones if you think that, but merely replacing one
with your
square peg, square peg, right, with another square peg, and the round hole exists, will be problematic. So is it just about making replacements, or you are doing it because the biggest consideration to be what is in the supreme interest of the country?
You see, if these replacements, and I like how you end, if these replacements were in the supreme interest of the country, who would have a problem with that? Nobody would have a problem with that. I mean, I've been reading what, let me see if I have this here, what Professor Kweku Asare, okay, he posted on his Facebook page, Kweku Azar for short. But I just would want to read a bit to you, and that makes my point. He says, the issue extends beyond the exorbitant benefits enjoyed by CEOs. It's about the countless party apparatchiks who see these CEOs as obligated to grant them pegs. In this system, CEOs are not expected to function as professional managers of valuable state assets, but as strategically positioned party operatives, tasked with diverting state resources to the party and its loyalists.
As an addendum to your point, I heard my own good friend, the member of parliament for Old Trafford, angrily stating on live radio that he, even as MP, tried accessing the previous problem they had with CEOs is that some of them, they had not fought for the party. They were not party people. they were just operating like they were divorced from the party. There were no demands on them. And that when you went to them, they'll reject you. They were not friendly to party people, and they were causing part of the problem. Then I keep asking myself, you put in place somebody with terms of reference clearly stipulated, that's if they did that. And you give the person a form of a contract to live by. At least that's what SIGA told us we're doing with all of these institutions. Then you add an unknown or hidden term of reference, which says, please take care of party people. Are the party people number one in a list of specialized countrymen? So the rest of us are number 2 or 3 or 4.
So you see,
are we running that kind of country where when you come in, your priority number 1 is so-called party people?
And
do they pay more taxes?
No, they don't.
That's important.
But you see, Raymond, do you now understand where we are as a people? Because it's simply this: these persons are in office today, and their functions, according to their party members, is to sort party foot soldiers out most of the time.
Yeah.
These people see these positions as rewards for what they did in the past. It is not service to the state. It is a reward for what I did for the political party. And so you would see party persons, they're fighting. And, you know, sometimes the people, when they call you and they're trying to, oh, Charlie, see, can you imagine I have not had anything? You remember the number of times I used to be on your network, we're fighting for the party, and you've not given me anything? Because that's what we think about. Okay, we do not put these people in positions because they can deliver. Some may be good, but many of them are put in there because they just helped a political party to win elections. And the moment you do that, these persons get into positions. And look, this is why a lot of our state institutions don't work. Because in order to also satisfy the party foot soldiers, he must compromise his standards and by extension the others, because the directors and some of the civil servants who are in there are going to show you how you can beat the system, and as a result also fleece the state. Okay, so every day we're suffering, and so state institutions in this country have a lot of the right term just escaped me, but they have huge corporate social responsibility budgets. Raymond, a lot of them, their corporate social responsibility budget is just to sort out unnecessary things. We have seen people building all manner of things which after 3 months or so can never be used. But again, it is just because they want a way that they can make money.
And some of these people are even just brought on board because he sounds promising. We want to make him a member of parliament, but he doesn't have the resources to contest. So the president is very much in tune with. This is beyond the fact that a president's wife can make appointments, can say that my family members have not gotten anything, and they list the family members, my uncle's child, these other ones, they'll bring the list to him. Then the nephews are also interested in. So at the end of the day, I do not have a problem if you end up putting the right people there. So for example, I do not understand the competencies of the new person becoming the GTA boss. That's the tourism authority. But I think the guy who was there did quite a good job with the year of return. Of course, that's not the only tourism that's important. Did quite a good job with the year of return and other things. That a bit of continuity would have required that such a person, especially when it's an authority, can be allowed to continue. And an additional point to that, I do not see how, even with a new government, we should replace the gentleman at the statistical service. Frankly. I'm saying that I do not see how we should replace him. I hope you get on my point. I see how we will replace somebody like the guy who was at SNIT. 100%. I see that. And I pray for it. But I do not see how the GSS boss ought to be replaced because of the work and the evidence of the work that they do.
You see, so that's the point. That's the point in the end. Those who are supporting, and by the way, there are those who think that this is absolutely right. President Mahama has come, so everyone must be replaced with party people. There are some who believe that's right, and they will justify it. They will say that it's because he should work with people he trusts. Why should he be working with people from the previous regime that he doesn't trust? Trust to do what? So in essence, at any given time, only half of the people of this country should be able to run the country. How will we ever develop? Is it even statistically possible that every person who held a position before John Mahama came was doing a bad job? Is it possible? So they must all be replaced? Country will never develop like that. But anyway, it's not our views that matter, it's yours. So listen, use the hashtag JoySMS when you post on X. Let's see what you're thinking on this topic. And later, oh God, I hope we can open phone lines later. We'll see.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
This Valentine's Day, I bet you know what you want. You want something strong, right? Something reliable, something that won't let you down. But look, we are not just talking about B. We are also talking about Syntex tanks. Like true love, Syntex tanks are built to last and they handle pressure like a pro. Stay solid through all the ups and downs and promise no disappointments. So this Valentine, whether you're storing water or storing memories, choose something that will stick with you for the long haul. Call 0244 335 168 or just go to syntexgh.com to get yours today. Syntex tank. You're strong, you're tough.
So here the good news, SG Ghana is giving away lots of amazing prizes, including a brand new luxurious Toyota RAV4 Adventure in the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo. Simply deposit 500 Ghana cedis or multiples of it into your SG Ghana account and stand a chance of winning big. Non-customers can open an account to participate. From now till the 30th of May 2025, you can win amazing prizes, including trips to Singapore, Dubai, Samsung mobile phones, air fryers, microwaves, TVs, or the ultimate prize, a brand new Toyota RAV4 from Toyota Ghana Company Limited. Minia, ube tra 7, wati? Would you?
Amen.
The more you deposit, the better your chances of winning. So join the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo today. Visit your nearest branch or call 0302214314 for further inquiries. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale, the future is you.
Now, Ghanaian students, are you dreaming of studying abroad? Do you want to be like Ojoyan saying, oh, Winston Amwa?
Or Raymond Aqua?
Yeah, media, it was by Lokeke. Now, with QS, you can apply to top universities in the UK, USA, and Canada, Australia, Europe, and over 400 global partner universities, all for free. United Kingdom, Netherlands, USA, Germany, from Accra to Kumasi, Takoradi to Tamale, wherever you are. QS is here to help you achieve your study abroad dreams. Now you can find the best universities that match your goals, understand admission requirements and deadlines, get expert support and for your application and student visa. Explore funding options, which is very key. Student loans without collateral, and also post-study work opportunities, another key point. Our expert guidance, consultations, and support are 100% free. Now that Trump is promising that if you come and study in this country and you finish the school, you can actually get free residency there. Don't miss this opportunity. Applications for the 2025 year and beyond are open. Make 2025 the year you study abroad and secure your future. Call or WhatsApp QS at 059-754-0795 for a free consultation. Let's make your study abroad dream a reality. This announcement is proudly brought to you by QS Student Apply.
All right, don't forget to go to kingdomstoreonline.com for the best quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture, which will all be delivered in very good time to your home or office. Of course, free delivery for those of you who are in Accra or Tema, and you can pay with Momo across all networks, making it convenient. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So from now to the 30th of April 2025, win big with Imperial General with the Asempa Motor promo. Yes, it's good news. Renew your existing policy or sign up for a motor insurance policy from Imperial General and win handsome rewards. Yes, it's instant. Just ensure and pick your rewards, fuel coupons, gift vouchers, special souvenirs, and many more. Imperial has made your renewal process simple. Just click on the link in the renewal notification message from Imperial and follow the prompt. And bingo, your renewal is done. And here's the big deal. Imperial is also giving you a free 1-year life insurance as part of your motor insurance. So get it double from Imperial General. Give us a call today on 0577-667-436 or talk to your broker or any of our agents across the country for details. You can also follow us on our socials. Terms and conditions apply. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Now, Toyota Ghana has big news to kickstart your year. We are actually thrilled to introduce an incredible extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers. Which one comes first? Whichever one comes first. First, that's 5 whole years of driving with peace of mind and saving big on repair costs. Choose Toyota Ghana vehicles and services for best experience with ultimate confidence for every journey. There's more. When you purchase any Toyota vehicle from our branches, you are assured of 1 whole year or 20,000 kilometers free service. Yes, free. Talk about unbeatable value. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302429801 and let's get you started. Terms and conditions apply. Toyota, superior quality. Toyota Ghana Company Limited, the right dealership for your Toyota vehicles.
All right, well, conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location of your next conference can be both result-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the best of both worlds and more, so let them take the stress out of the process and call them on 054-011-0190 and watch your conferences and events effortlessly taken care of.
So from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business or planning your future, we're here for your journey. Every goal deserves the chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We're here for your journey. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Now we heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies. Let me tell you more about this premium fuel with this amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces the Excellium new formula. This is an additive enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engines, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. Thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You will drive till the end of time. Experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new. Why? What are you disputing? Choose Excellium. Choose quality. You will drive Venture's Benz till the end of time.
Venture is doing the I'm wearing a new suit walk.
Yes,
feeling very good about it. Stay tuned. He and the team have sports coming up in just a moment, followed by food for thought and more on the Super Morning Show. It's all yours. Stay for it.
Then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Active Insurance Mamwafishia Po. Buy or renew your motor insurance at the Active Official PAP promo and walk away with instant gifts such as free fuel coupons, car dusters and branded souvenirs. Dial *713*313# or visit any of our branches, agents and brokers nationwide to buy or renew your motor insurance policy. Get activated and receive your instant gift. Promo ends on 30th April 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Active Insurance. Our clients, our passion.
Never regretted what?
Yes. Some expenditures.
All right, we'll bring you birthday messages in a while, and they are brought to you every day by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
As well as Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
Which means it's time now for the Joy Sports Center, brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
And if it's football you want, DSTV has got it all. Yes, it's all on DSTV, all the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live in HD. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
And guys, I'm sure you've heard the latest from MTN. Well, if not, then listen, because for those of you who love MTN Free After One, prepare for the upgraded experience that is MTN Free After One Extra. Now, let me tell you what the extra is all about. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for one whole one whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You like what you hear? Well, as if that's not enough, you also get 50 megabytes of data for free after your first call daily. So you see, now's the time to talk extra with all the people you love. To subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today, dial *550# and follow the prompts.
Now, as the new year begins, it's essential to take the right steps towards achieving financial stability. The start of a new year is the perfect opportunity to set your financial goals and start on the right path, right? An input from a professional can make the difference. Don't use all your money to buy suits. As Standard Chartered Wealth Management Limited Company, you have access to a wide range of investment options that offer you monthly and yearly interest payments. Thank you. Through diversified investment portfolios, call us on 0233-000041 or 0200127755 or visit us on the 4th floor of the Opebia House, Airport, Accra today and speak with our certified investment advisors on what options suit your financial objectives and risk appetite. Standard Chartered, here for good. A word to the wise,
Don't use your money to buy a suit. Was that necessary? Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Tahiru Fentua, coming up.
Huge moment now for Plymouth Argyle. And in from Ryan Harding. It could be one of the greatest moments in the modern history of the FA Cup if they can hold on to it. Because Plymouth Argyle, bottom of the championship, currently the top team in Europe, Liverpool.
Yeah, the magic of the cup is what they call a championships club. Plymouth Argyle knockout Premier League leaders Liverpool from the FA Cup. Also coming up.
They not like us. No. They not like us. No. What's he got left? Pressure. Ball is out. And the Eagles have it. Milton Williams with a strip sack. Philadelphia takes over.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar lights up the Super Bowl halftime show as the Philadelphia Eagles demolish the Kansas City Chiefs to claim a second championship win. We have more on that story a little later, but first. Yes, fans of Swan rivals Kotoko and Hearts of Oak, as well as well-wishers united on Sunday night at the Babayara Sports Stadium to hold a vigil in honor of slain Kotoko fan Francis Yao Enchi, popularly known as Nana Pole. Pole was fatally stabbed during a Ghana Premier League match between Insratreman and Kotoko a week ago. My colleague with Love FM in Kumasi, Steven Zando, monitored the vigil and has come through with this report.
Jointly by Kotoko management and supporters took place at the Heroes Park of the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi last night. Sudan head coach James Kwesi Appiah, Asante Kotoko head coach Dr. Prosper Gumnati, IMC chairman Nana Apenkra, players of Kotoko, supporters of Accra Hearts of Oak, and football enthusiasts, as well as the broader public, attended a vigil where these attendees brought candles as a symbol of solidarity. The commemorative event marked exactly a week since the tragic death of Nana Pole and was organized to amplify demands for justice and improve safety at football venues. Fans expressed their frustration during the vigil over Pole's death and demanded justice as the only compensation. These fans holding placards remarkably chanted, "No justice, no league."
That's Steven Zando's report. Now, during the vigil, Asante Kotoko Communications Director Samuel Safuduku spoke. He says the club will not relent until major reforms are made in Ghana football.
I don't think that Kotoko is saying that we'll not play football again. No, that's not what we are saying. We are saying that we kept on complaining that things were not in good shape. Unfortunately, we didn't get the appropriate response, and we believe that we have lost a soul. This will compel all the stakeholders to realize that things are not going on well, so that at the end of the day, we want to see major reforms in the game.
That is Safuduku. He speaks for Kotoko. Now, the Ghana Football Association's Chair of Security and Safety, DCOP Lydia Donko, has been at the heart of investigations into Pole's stabbing. She was on the Joy Sports Link on Saturday, where she disclosed that the investigations revealed that Pole was stabbed outside of the stadium.
This unfortunate incident didn't happen inside the stadium. It happened outside, and he was picked, after he had been stabbed, he was picked by a driver, this vehicle they call a Boboya or something.
Yeah, tricycle.
A tricycle, yes. And then the tricycle dropped him at that section of the stadium. I believe that he did that because he knew that the ambulance was at that side. So, and I have to say this because there's all kinds of comments about people are saying how did the police allow someone to come into the stadium with a knife. And let me mention that the police have a strict search regime. At least that is something that I speak with my various commanders, and we insist and we do it. It's a strict search regime when you're coming into the stadium.
There are some other Kotoko fans who are disputing her account of events. But there were also reports that suggested that the ambulance driver was not at post in the heat of the chaos in Nswatre. And DCOP Lydia Donko says this should ensure stricter protocols going forward.
All of these things came up when I actually went to the ground, to do the investigation. And it has opened our eyes to things that occurred and things that are taken as the norm, in certain areas. And out of this, we are going to come out with more stricter protocols in terms of security and the uniformity of that. So it's possible that he was somewhere either watching the match or with his colleagues.
That's DCOP Lydia Donko. She's in charge of safety and security at the Ghana Football Association. Quite a lot happening in the last few weeks in Ghana football. And the man tasked with cleaning up all of that mess is the new sports minister, Kofi Adams, who assumes office today. He's admitted that the local league is in a very sorry state.
Today, our Premier League is in a sorry state. Underfunded, poor discipline, corporate governance system is so poor, and so fan indiscipline, lack of security, and so we are not even coaching our fans. Fan coaching doesn't exist, completely non-existent in our part of the world or our country. We need to look at all these areas to try and up our game.
That's Kofi Adams, the new sports and recreation minister. He was sworn in on Friday, where President Mahama says he doesn't envy his job.
The Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, Minister for Sports and Recreation,
I don't envy your job. You have the monumental task of restoring Ghana to its pride of place in African and world sports. The shambles that is Ghana sports today is completely unacceptable for a country with our pedigree, and I expect that you inject transparency, professionalism, and modernity into the management of the sector. I expect that you concentrate on building up all the sports disciplines, and I know the Ghana Football Association would be a good place to start to work to make sure that we return Black Stars to its glory days.
President Mahama tasking the new sports minister to start his football reforms from the Ghana Football Association. Moving on, Ghanaian players across Europe again made their marks for their various clubs over the weekend. Here's a Joy Sports rated. A much-changed Liverpool team were dumped out of the FA Cup by bottom of the championship Plymouth Argyle, who pulled off a stunning 1-0 fourth-round win at Home Park yesterday. In other matches, Aston Villa secured a 2-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur to progress into the FA Cup fifth round for the first time in 10 years. Brighton, they came from behind to beat Chelsea 2-1, and Man City needed a late Kevin De Bruyne winner to beat third-tier side Leyton Orient 2-1. In Spain, Herman Barcelona earned a hard-fought 4-1 win at struggling Sevilla to edge closer to the top of La Liga. The win means third-place Barca, who have 48 points, are one behind Atletico Madrid in second and two off leaders Real Madrid after the capital rivals drew 1-1 on Saturday. Right, that's Kendrick Lamar performing They Not Like Us. He brought out Samuel L. Jackson and Serena Williams in his halftime show performance in New Orleans in Super Bowl 59, where US President Donald Trump, Taylor Swift, Jay-Z were all among the big names that witnessed the game. But the true stars of the night were the Philadelphia Eagles, who demolished the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22 to deny them an unprecedented third straight Super Bowl. The Chiefs were playing in their fifth Super Bowl in 6 years, and much of the pre-game hype focused on a potential three-peat. But the Eagles utterly dominated in New Orleans, in particular their defense, which showed why it's been the NFL's best this season. It's the Eagles' second Super Bowl win, having claimed their first back in 2017. Their head coach Nick Sirianni gave God all the glory following the win.
Man, God's blessed us very much. He gave us all the talents to be able to get here. So first and foremost, thanks to him. And this is the ultimate team game. You can't be great without the greatness of others. And great performance by everybody. Offense, defense, special teams, how we getting us the guys, our coaching staff, these great players. We didn't really ever care what anyone thought about how we won or their opinions. All we want to do is win.
All we want to do is win. Nick Sirianni giving glory to God. If that happens in Ghana, everybody goes in arms. Like, why is he not talking about taxes? He's always thanking God. But, well, the Eagles coach is thanking God. You have to thank God in all things. That's all the sports this morning.
Talking about thanking God in all things, we want you to get interactive with us here at the Super Morning Show. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And on WhatsApp 0551111997. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, better Africa, and Provident Insurance. With Provident, man, you're covered. But EcoBank wants you to know that fraudulent activities are on the increase. And so, look, just note that bank account details can only be updated at an EcoBank branch. EcoBank mobile app can only be upgraded at the App Store or Play Store. You're linking your Ghana card to your EcoBank accounts at any EcoBank branch or at ecobank.com. Do not share your password, PIN, OTP, card information, or any other personal information with anyone remotely or face-to-face, and never give the 16 digits or any number on your bank card to anyone. Avoid any calls or messages that request you to click a link. Report any suspicious SMS, email, or phone calls to the EcoBank Contact Center, and delete such messages at once. When in doubt or feel insecure, call EcoBank Contact Center on 0800 003 225 on toll free. But this new year, let your journey be worry-free. Renew or buy a brand new motor insurance policy with Provident Insurance from now till March 2025 and enjoy exciting rewards including fuel coupons, exclusive Provident souvenirs. Need assistance? Chat with Obaya, a friendly WhatsApp assistant, on 0242 426 396, and she will sort you out, babia, anywhere, anytime, or visit any of our 15 branches nationwide. Provident Insurance, your reliable partner for 43 years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. Don't miss out on this special offer. Chat Obaya now, or visit any of our branches, agents, and brokers today. Terms and conditions apply. With Provident, man, you're covered. Time now for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. B. The difference. Uncle, good morning.
Hi, my favorite about you say. How are we doing?
I'm fine. Oh, how about you?
Well, I'm doing great.
Thank God.
I don't like the way Fentio was so gleeful about the loss of Kansas City. Fentio,
are you a Kansas City fan? I didn't know that.
I love the quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yes. He had a disaster of a game yesterday. He was kicked out 3 times.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how games go.
It is how games go. But they've been in some good form in the last 3 or 4 years. They've been superb. They won the last 2, so I mean it's okay. So they should take it like that.
If you know what drives these people, they want to win every time.
Oh yeah,
every time.
That is true.
And that's what makes them so great, because their competitive spirit is off the charts.
It is true. That is very true.
It's off the charts.
That is very true.
And talking about competitive spirit, I think that the beard of Winston is in a very competitive mood.
It is. He needs to get a haircut. A beard cut.
Haircut.
A beard cut.
I don't remember.
A beard haircut.
Your time is up. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Winston, the Val Day shows is this weekend. Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Friday, bananas and granuts, and the times are 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then Saturday, naked in bed, time 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And Winston will tell you all about it and how to get it.
Sure.
But you want a ticket? It's *365 *535#. Winston, I look back at the Ebo White who married in 1983 and the Ebo White of today. That is the Ebo White everyone calls Uncle Ebo White. And I am humble.
Love Plays, Bananas and Granuts, and Naked in Bed.